Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again. For this is the end.
Welcome my friends to DanganRonpa 3 Future Episode 12, the finale of the future side. I am your host Omega Bowling here bringing you yet another anime review. You know, after the disappointment that the Despair side ending was, I was really going into this episode with zero expectations. The episode started strong but went downhill pretty fast around the middle point, especially when you begin to think about how stupid the whole thing is. I will go straight into the point. This was not a bad episode, but neither was it good. It was really mediocre, especially as a setup to the true ending in Hope's side. But before we get more into that, why don't we get right into the episode itself? We open with a flashback of Chisa giving Tengan 2 USB drives that contain the video that was used to make everyone despair and also the video that makes people kill themselves. So I guess this answers how the video made his way to the Future Foundation, and also why Mirai is there. The only video that we have not seen being used in Future is the one that makes people into despair. After that, the episode continues where the last one ended, with Mirai getting a message from Tengan. It turns out it's an automatic video message that was sent the moment the game ended. In this video, Tengan pretty much says he did the killing game to create hope. It's more stupid than that actually. I don't really want to go into details, but here's why Tengan did this. The main thing is that he wanted Mirai to use his hope brainwashing anime on the whole planet. He made the killing game in order to push Mirai into doing that, but Mirai was not supposed to be part of the game. So you remember in the first episode, Tengan was surprised he was there. The point was for Mirai to see the game from the outside and made him decide to use his hope anime. The only reason Tengan did not take the anime and use it himself was because he also wanted Mirai hope to grow, and that can only happen if he does it himself. It seems Tengan is just insane, I guess. You could say the idiot actually watched the spare videos, but as Naegi says, I don't think so. At this moment, Mirai decides to tell Naegi and Asahina everything that happened to him, and how Junko stole his anime and made it about despair. He also tells them that he created a hope anime that will brainwash people into hopes. He wants to broadcast it all over the world because he says people cannot overcome despair. Nagi says otherwise, but Mirai is not listening and leaves. Asahina tries to talk some sense into him, but Mirai uses his anime on her, making her follow all his orders. Around this point is when the episode starts going downhill, as Mirai starts using his MindHack on every person he sees. Asahina's order was to stop Naegi, and she does by holding him in place as Mirai goes away. So yes people, Mirai is the big thing in Future, the enemy to defeat. Now this is what we waited for 12 episodes to get to, the lamest and most pathetic enemy in the series. The rest of the episode is pretty much Mirai mind hacking people with his phone. A rescue team makes his way inside the building and comes across Mirai. He decides to also mind hack them and use them to get out, but also gives them an order to stop anyone that gets in his way, any means necessary. Later we can see the soldiers trying to kill everyone else in the building, so well done Mirai, you moron. Munakata is able to help Naegi and they snap Asahina out the mind control thing. They decide that they must go and stop Mitarai's idiotic plan. While making their way to him, Munakata stays behind to try to get the soldiers' attention. There is a scene I like where he takes cover in the room where Chisa is, and he takes the sword he stabbed on her to use as double swords. I like this scene because it shows he still loves her and wanted to be with her. But the whole thing with the soldiers does not end here, as while Naegi and Asahina are running away, Asahina gets shot in the leg, real bad. Naegi tries to put some bandages up, but it looks like she is losing a lot of blood. She tells Naegi she is fine and to go ahead without her. He says that he will bring some help. This scene really bugs me because Asahina is not fine. She seems to be entering into shock due to the blood loss. I will be honest, I am done with this series if anything happens to her. If Yuzo was alive for that long after losing half his blood, or Tengen was fine after losing so much blood himself, then nothing should happen to Asahina, right? Meanwhile, outside, Mirai finally makes it to the transmitter and begins to use his brainwashing Hope anime on the whole planet. We get a scene of people in different places getting brainwashed. Even Komaru and Toko are part of this. Hell, even Monaka in space is getting brainwashed. You know, seeing Monaka here reminds me how much of a better villain and climax she would have been for this series. But instead, we get Chiria's Mitarai and his idiotic plan. After that, the episode brings back the tear from the first Despair episode. Shisa is here, but this time they also add Junko, and they're pretty much kinda discuss the plot so far. The scene is freaking awesome and well done, but I think it's a waste of time. This is stuff we already knew, and both these characters are dead and have no effect in the plot. Anyway, the episode ends in an after credit scene where we find out Togami is alive and he rescues Naegi from a group of soldiers. I am happy to see him. It was the only hype moment for me in this episode. Also, they show Hajime entering the building, but it's hard to get hype about it. They have been teasing him so much that he lost all hype, especially because the climax is Mitarai. Like, what is he going to do? CC punch Hajime? Come on, Kodaka. So yeah, that's Future episode 12. It was a letdown, but not as bad as Despair episode 11. It's neither a good episode nor a bad one. It's just mediocre. Yeah, it confirms that Tengen is behind it, but the motive is just lame. Like, did we really wait 12 episodes for this? And let's not get into the whole Mitarai being the climax of this series. Is this really how the series ends, with this guy as the main person to defeat? There's no tension. Mitarai is not even a villain. He's a dumbass that got tricked by Tengen. The real person behind this is dead. There's no payoff to all that happened so far. Like in DanganRonpa 1, Junko dies, and DanganRonpa 2, the AI dies. There is payoff, but that is not here. There is no hype for Hope. This episode fails to build this up. If you want a good example, go watch the last 2 episodes of the DanganRonpa anime. Episode 12 builds everything up for the finale so well. And that Junko reveal is just pure epic. They leave you wanting more, not knowing if they will be able to defeat this person. Mitarai brings nothing to the table. There is really nothing else to look forward to. It seems there is not 16 person or a 13 director. I guess it was bullshit. Also, we can safely say that Tengen's other project was the Killing Game Trap and the Hope anime. Such a letdown. This is why I am giving DanganRonpa 3 Future episode 12 a 3 out of 5. Just end this already. If you guys want to know if this series can get a good ending, well, they will need to pull the most insane batshit crazy twist in the Hope side finale. Anyway, have you guys seen this one? If so, tell me in the comments below. Also, please remember to leave a like and check out my Patreon. This is Omega Baldwin. See you guys next time. Bye.